Hello guys, this is DearGistiers, and today I'm going to be looking at some of the Christmas special images and announcements that I forgot to cover last week, but I'm covering them now, and now that we have more information on it anyway. Right, so let's go on to... wait, actually before I start, I've also got some updates at the end of this video. The first thing, and probably the most important thing, to be honest, is that Clara's going to return. This was announced last Monday, and it wasn't in the video that I had prepared for it, so I kind of scrapped the video. Well, I think that Clara's over now. They need to stop bringing her back. But actually, we'll talk about what I think Steven Moffat's been doing in a minute. But bringing Clara back was probably a bad idea. On the idea that not many people really liked Clara, I think, towards the end. She had a plot line, and then she kind of lost the plot line, and she was just kind of there, and she was still there during Series 8, and then Series 9, she didn't have anything to do. So, right, anyway. Who's next? As we know that Clara's going to be back, we now believe that Dinah from Hellbent will be back, and so will Ashildr. Again, it brings back to the... Oh, we'll bring him back again, it would be a good idea. We don't want him to come back. Hellbent was an episode that I think a lot of people don't want to remember, because some people really didn't like it and they thought it was something really wrong with the show, and we had we had to wait until the Christmas special, and then people got worried about the state and the quality of Doctor Who after that point. So I don't know if bringing them back was a good idea. It depends if their plot is good. If they're meant to be there and they have a good idea and a good plot for being there and a good reason for being there, that's fine with me. To be honest, I'm quite happy to see them back personally, but I know a lot of people really won't be. We've recently found out that Bill's going to return as well, which makes us believe that we're also going to see Heather again. Yeah, I'm quite happy to see Bill back, to be honest, because I think that her character had a resolution, but it wasn't a resolution we were happy with. We want a better one, to be honest. We feel like we need something a bit more substantial and a bit more closure than what we got in the Doctor Falls. I personally would like some explanation about what she can do now, because she could rearrange atoms, and yeah, I'd be interested to see what they do with that, to be honest. The First Doctor is back. Well, if you haven't seen the Doctor Falls, I'm pretty sure that if you have seen the Doctor Falls, you'll know this, but the First Doctor's back. He's going to be played by David Bradley, the guy that played him in Adventures Space and Time. I'm okay with this happening. The idea, I think, is that they're both going to be facing their generations, and then he's going to regenerate. But I think this is also a way of making Pete Capaldi happy again, because we had his favourite villains, and now we're going to have his favourite Doctor return for his final episode. Right, so some of the set photos have been released. We've got an image of... most of them are World War II type based, and then we've got a few of the First Doctor, which is also my next thing that I wanted to talk about. But there's one image of the trench, and then there's an image of a trench, and then there's an image of those spike things that stop planes, I think, from landing on it, something like that. Or is it they look like bird deterrents, but they're huge. I don't know what they're called, but... And finally, what has Steven Moffat built here? So, I think he's building some kind of team. So he's got Bill, he's got Clara, Heather, and he's got Ashildr all together into this kind of team Team Doctor, his two companions that Peter Capaldi has had have both gone and grown out the TARDIS and developed something else as characters, such as flying around in Diner and being dead. Actually, they both die and they both survive death, so it may be some similarity there, but they're very similar, or it's just bad writing and he's copied the same character twice. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. This has been DJ Studios. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Make sure you give a like. I'm going to do the updates once this clip ends, so thank you guys for watching. This has been DJ Studios. Goodbye. Right, so the updates. So what I'm doing is I'm changing the times of Geek Show. So instead of doing it Monday, Friday, it could be whenever. So some weeks you won't have any Geek Show, and then some weeks you would have like 1 or 2, and some weeks occasionally you might have like 4. This is because news comes out at different days, not exactly on Monday and a Friday. So, when my content comes out, everybody else has covered it, and nobody cares about that subject anymore because I'm doing it like 3 days later. So yeah, that's kind of the problem there. That I'm also going to be doing more Doctor Who stuff now that Doctor Who's actually back on television, because 2016 was the year when nothing really happened in the way of Doctor Who, so I couldn't really. I wanted to make videos, but I didn't want to make them about Doctor Who because there was no Doctor Who news, so I started making Marvel ones, and I'm going to kind of stop them. I'm going to keep the trailer reviews and the movie reviews and the Marvel figure reviews, and I'm just getting rid of the Times of Geek Show and getting rid of some Marvel stuff as well. So again, thank you guys for watching. This has been DJ Studios. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Make sure you give it a like, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.